Curio Press back in 2013, and it started because I was in grad school and I became extremely sick. Like I was ill and we didn't know what it was. And I had to take some time off of school, which meant I lost my scholarships and I couldn't work on campus anymore. And I didn't really know what to do with myself. So, and to support my family because I was married at the time. And I was like, what skills do I have? Well, I know how to print. I'm a graphic designer. And so I didn't really think much about it. I just jumped right in and I was like, I will start making custom personalized stationery and selling it online. And I kind of was just jumped in the deep end and figured it out as I went. And at the time, it was just Etsy. Etsy was the only platform people were really selling on at the time. Amazon hadn't really come on the market for handmade at the time. And so I started there, started super duper duper small, but it was enough. It was enough to pay some of our bills. And it was just me cutting out cards one at a time with an X-Acto knife for a few years. And just a little over time, year over year, it grew into what it is today. Amazon came on the scene a couple years later. And from that point, we were actually able to grow quite a bit. And now we have 8 employees, a team of all women, and we still do all of our production here in-house in the studio in St. Louis. I jumped on it. And so I think we only had like half of our inventory and designs up at first, but we doubled our revenue and I think we started in like October. We doubled our revenue that year, like just from those couple months of having Amazon Handmade. It was just an instant like success in my mind. And then year over year from that point, we were actually able to, double our revenue. And that was the point where like 2 years later, I was finally able to start bringing on employees to help me out because I couldn't do it anymore. And I mean, that was good. It was a good problem to have, right? But I think it allowed us to access such a large customer base. And because Amazon has so much trust with the public, like we were able to reach people where they were shopping and make them more aware of like the goods that we had. So I'd say that that's the part that means the most to me is bringing on people and keeping them, and keeping them happy. I try to take really good care of my girls. So we do offer, benefits and health insurance. And that was a big one, getting health insurance, like a group plan, huge, huge thing for a small business. And we didn't have that until after Amazon came on the scene because we couldn't afford it, and you had to have employees to have a group plan. You have to have, a group plan to keep good employees. So we have that, and we have a 401k now. So I try to take care of them with that. We have really flexible hours, and we have all women, obviously, like I said, but a lot of them are like having babies now. They're feeling stable in their careers so that they can actually take time off and have, a family and then come back knowing that we're going to be here for them, or we can work around their hours because we are so flexible. We are so small, like they can work from home if they need to, and we love kids and we love dogs. People bring their dogs too. Some of them are never going to have babies. So we have a lot of dogs in the office as well. But yeah, so it's just been really fulfilling to be able to help them build their career and give people like a stable place to go, knowing that like we're making sort of a small, but noticeable difference in our community here in St. Louis.
Especially, it's nice that you include the picture of your team on there so that people can actually see, oh, I bought from this company and I'm helping support them in their lives. And it reminds them, like you said, the next time that they want to shop, to come back to you.
Real people on the other end here. And it's not just coming from a warehouse somewhere. Like we're just actually making it in my studio with our hands and shipping it to you. So it's personalized stationery, but it's very personal. So really, it's just my team is what keeps me going every single day. They're the reason I get up. if something were to happen, we would have to seriously rethink everything. And all of my employees would be probably just as afraid as I am of what would be coming next. Just a huge, huge collection of people, of small sellers who are selling their products. Most people think that when they buy something on Amazon, especially if you're using FBA, especially if you're doing Prime with the Prime delivery, most people I talk to, they think it's coming from Amazon, like Amazon owns the thing. Amazon like had the thing made or whatever, but they didn't. Someone else like me got that item, sent it to Amazon's warehouse, is paying to have it stored there, and then having it shipped out to you as the buyer. And Amazon is just the fulfillment company. They're just the intermediary. They're just there to help you. They're just the platform. And so most people don't realize that that's actually going to another person, not just to Amazon. Amazon's just helping. And I think if more people did, it would kind of reshape how they see the way it works and how they see their buying experience.
Actually, I think one of the key pieces, like you said, that is missing from this conversation when you speak to a lot of folks who don't maybe know the experience on the business side of
Mhm,
of the Amazon marketplace. They're very familiar with the buying side, but they're
mhm,
not familiar with sales. They're not familiar with how the company actually, like you said, really acts as an intermediary,
mhm,
and that those services enable different businesses of all sizes to provide their products to a whole range of people. But that goes back to the business, that goes back to
mhm,
the owner and to all of the employees that are working for that
mhm,
owner.